Greetings, viewers. This is CP666 signing on for yet another video about this Powerbook G4. Now, you're probably sitting here wondering, why the heck are you making another video about it? Well, the original owner recently contacted me asking if they could have their machine back. This is not actually mine, this does belong to somebody else. And I haven't heard back from them since, but I figure, well, I might as well make a video about it before it goes back, and I'm going to actually take I'm going to do more of an overview video in this one. I'm not really going to do a review because, well, this is an ancient computer that nobody's really looking forward to or looking to buy. It's a Power PC, and it's in pretty terrible condition, as you can see. Or maybe, yeah, you can see. So it's not in the greatest shape anymore, but, well, whatever. I inherited this in 2007 or early 2008, I don't remember. And I also don't remember why I would have got this. No, maybe it was 2006. 2006 would make sense. And it's been through, did have a hard drive failure, and the hard drive was replaced pretty expensively by a service company. This was before I really did any work on machines myself. Or at least big hardware things like that. I have done work on PCs before. I used to work on XTs and that sort of thing, but I'd never really worked on a Macintosh, so I couldn't do it myself. So we got a professional to do it. And turned out to be pretty well. I actually used this as a main machine pretty much for the entire time I had my satellite L300D, because that computer was constantly in for service, under warranty, because it was never reliable enough to be used, and it worked pretty well. This would have been in 2010. But since I got my ThinkPad T61, it's basically just sat here and done nothing for the entire time. If we go ahead and take a look kind of more closely at this, you can see this is the 17-inch version with the backlight keyboard, and it happens to be missing a key. That was an accident that was caused by my brother recently. You may have heard about it on my channel before, but his T61 failed with the NVIDIA GPU problem that those things have, and I lent him this. The key was intact when I got there. It wasn't by the time I went to go take the machine back, and that kind of ticked me off. Of course, I can't find the key, and he is being, well, rather adamant about the fact that he didn't do it. The key wasn't there before, even though I know the key was there before, you idiot. So anyway, whatever. This is the 17-inch version, like I said, with the backlit keyboards. This was a fairly bitchin' machine back when it would have been new. It was also fairly expensive. Now they're not worth nearly as much as they were before, simply because they're Power PC, and, well, they're ancient. The battery is, I believe, 100% functional in these. If you take a look at it here, it's got a full charge on it. And it also has the light up Apple logo. This is the aluminum version, it's not the titanium, which preceded this. If we take a look at the front, you can see there's not a whole heck of a lot. It uses the old hinge design, which actually is really cool. Not sure if this camera will see it or not, but oh yeah, you can just make it out. The hinges are actually magnetic, in a way, where that the actual hinge hides up behind here, and when you go to close it, as you saw, the hinges swivel down, which is a fairly great design, because back when this would have been made, hinges were more like this. And that was a frequent accident victim, because people would yank the machines up and break them off. Or they would hit the machines and break the tabs off, which is kind of a problem, because now you can't close your machine. And you have a display flopping about. As you can see, this one's not in great shape. It does need a brand new top pan and some screws, but whatever. It was dropped. I'm surprised the display didn't break, but the display didn't break. There's no cracks in it either. If we take a look at ports, in terms of ports, it does have this. Well, it's not MagSafe like the new ones are, and I just hit the camera there. We have the Super Drive, which is basically Apple's term for a DVD-ROM CDRW. I don't believe it's a DVD writer, but it might be. Turning over to this side, we have the headphone output and the line input. There is no microphone input. That is a line level input. I found that out the hard way. one PCMCIA, I believe this is type 2 or type 3. I don't really know my types. I believe it's type 2. One type 2 slot. USB, which is USB 2.0 as far as I can tell. Modem, the port for the power brick, which isn't the new MagSafe type, but whatever. Kensington lock. On this side, what do we have here? We have the DVI output. We have S-Video output. The Ethernet output, Firewire 800, Firewire 400, or basically IEEE 1394 is what it's actually, because that's the standard. And another USB port, and well, that's pretty much it, because there's nothing on the back at all. Except for, well, a fan output. So this particular machine is a 1.5 gigahertz powered G4. The hinge, as you saw, does have some issues as well. It's pretty dirty. It's not the greatest shape of all machines, but it is functional at the very least. What else? I don't really like this trackpad that much because to me it seems a little bit oversized. I'm more used to something like this, which is a little bit smaller, or the trackpads that are on, like the ThinkPad T61s, which are smaller than that. But I suppose they're not much smaller than any modern trackpad would be, but whatever. It is functional at the very least. It is sensitive enough that I can use it. The keyboard is not the greatest keyboard ever, but it's no Model M. But then again, why would a keyboard be a Model M if it's on a laptop? Why don't you just buy a Model M and use it? But I think I meant ThinkPad keyboard, but whatever. Okay, I'm tired. It's about 2:30 at night. I shouldn't be doing this right now. And that's my screensaver going off on this machine. More on this in a second. So anyways, that's going to distract me. I believe it has 2 gigabytes of RAM installed. It's just DDR, so it's not real high performance, but whatever. It has an 80 gigabyte hard drive in it. I believe it's a Seagate, but I don't know for sure. I couldn't tell you. I haven't been in this machine in a very, very long time. Let's just go ahead and power it up. See, it makes the traditional Apple bong sound. Really like that. It takes a while to just power itself up and begin to boot, but whatever. And now we see the display coming up, and the glorious Apple logo, and the display brightness is fairly low. That should probably be fixed, but I'll fix that when we get boot up into the operating system. I'm just going to shut that up because that's annoying. Takes a while to boot too. There's no hard drive light, so I have no idea if the hard drive or what the hard drive is reading. As you can see, there's quite a bit of wear on this too. I don't know if that's just hand salsa or if that's actual wear. And it's going to prompt me for a password, so let's enter in my username and password. Alright, we are logging in. I changed the background back to the default. As you can see, we are getting a little bit of refresh rate viewing on this particular machine. So while that's starting up, let's take a look at this. This is running because I was using it to make my Christmas list. I have a fairly long Christmas list, but it's mostly the same crap that I ask for every year and never get. Oh well. I guess that's just life. I can buy it myself. In any event, it just goes to show you that these things are actually useful, because I think that a Christmas list is fairly important. You can use them still as email machines if I could actually get it to go online. I think Windows 98 is just being a hunk of junk, like it usually is. But this machine's now started up. I'm going to turn the display brightness up so it actually isn't doing refresh rate crap. Let's take a look about this Mac. 1058, 1.5 gigahertz PowerPC G4. I think I said 1.5 gig. And we have 2 gigabytes of DDR SD RAM. That's what I like to see. Excuse me. It is still pretty useful, I think. I don't know. It's PowerBook 5-5 or PowerBook 5, if you really want to know all that stuff. In terms of ATA devices, matched to a DVD-R, so it's only a reader, not a writer. Maybe it is a writer. DVD-R is DVD recordables, so I don't know. ST980-815A, which I take to be 80 gigabyte laptop type Seagate technology. ST9 for laptop, don't know why they picked that number. 80 for the drive size, 815 is an identifier, and A for AT attachment. AS is serial ATA. Audio uses a Texas Instruments chip, which is pretty nice. We have one line level input and one internal microphone. It actually does have Bluetooth on it. That's nice, I guess. Diagnostics, power on self-test was last run, well, is that date right? December 8th. Yeah, that's about right. 8/12/13. December 8th, 2013. 2:33. Yeah, that sounds about right. Disk burning. Can it actually burn? Oh yeah, look at that. It apparently can. Nice. Fiber channel, well, it wouldn't have that. Graphics and displays. Uses the ATI Mobility Radeon 9700 class graphics. Fairly nice. 1440 by 900 display with 32-bit color support. It's pretty nice. Hardware RAID, I don't know why that would be a thing. 2 memory modules, both are 1 gigabyte. They are identical. Well, I would hope they were. PC cards, there's nothing installed. The card bus runs in the PCI slot, which is normal. No SCSI devices. Power. We have a battery here. 2003 milliamp hours. Full charge capacity is 2133. So a little bit of it has been used. It's not the best battery. It's not in the best shape ever. But whatever. What are you going to do? Printers! It should have printers connected. We have the HP 1102W, which is that thing right there, and actually it still has my Samsung on here. Serial attached SCSI, don't know why it would have that. Doesn't have serial ATA. We have some USB devices, Bluetooth USB host controller. Okay. Airport has Airport Extreme. I believe that's 802.11n, but I don't know for sure. Firewall, locations, whatever, modems. Does actually have a modem. Well, obviously it has a modem. Don't really use it. Volumes. Those are network volumes, I believe. And then we've got some software crap, which we don't really need to care about. Like I said, this is 10.5.8. 10.5 is really not ideal for G4s, but, well, it'll work. So in terms of actual usability, let's try and do some things with this machine here. Open up the hard drive. Open up applications. Epson scan for when I was using my scanner with it. Let us play some chess. Because why not? Okay, I don't really want to play some chess because that's mind-numbing. We have dashboard, which I have configured to do what I have configured it so that it looks like what I want it to look like. Of course, nothing loads because this is slow. I don't know why this is so slow. Is there anything typed in this notepad? I guess not. Clicking anywhere exits that. What else? We have iMovie on here. iTunes, which is a piece of crap. Paintbrush, which is just a paint program. Pretty junky paint program, but we can draw some random crap here. We can even change colors if we really want to change colors. Let's choose this one, because I want this one, Maraschino, because why not? Let's try and draw here. My usual crappy handwriting. I don't know what version of Paintbrush this actually is, but I'd assume that it's an older version since this is for PowerPC. It's the universal binary, which really don't exist anymore. Because nobody supports PowerPC. PowerPC has been dead for, well, a very long time. And there we go. That's now out the way that I want it to. Notice that it's actually changed to indicate a dot, which means that there's unsaved work. I've always liked that about the classic macOS. Or, well, it's not really classic, but you know what I mean. Preview, let's just open up one of these things. How about this? I don't even know what this is. It's probably going to be something obscene. Okay, that's what that is. It's not obscene, but whatever. So you can see preview does display, well, the way that I would expect it to display. Of course, it's not huge, and apparently I can't even maximize it, which is kind of ridiculous, but whatever. I have another picture here. Let's play a video. Let's see how playing a video works. I have no idea what kind of video this is, but I'd assume that it's probably high definition. Or maybe it's not high definition. Can I get info? Maybe I can get info in the file. Let's see. Get info. I could have just pressed Command-I, but that would have been easier. Although, whatever. 206.8 megabytes. No spotlight comments. It's MPEG-4. That I was expecting more info. 854 by 480. This is an old video. It's about my ranting about Nest Heat Cool, I guess. Let's get personal. Let's turn the volume down. I know you came home today. You got a drink. So it's not the fastest running thing in the world. Sat down, watched some TV, and drank that drink. You can see it's chopping up pretty bad. If it is, let me tell you something that might make you change your mind about that being your favorite drink. That's just the raw video. And I believe that's with the Samsung camera too. Anyway, whatever. So now you saw a little bit of the video playback capabilities, which aren't all that great, but whatever. Smart utility. What is this? I believe this is now... I don't want that. Go away. Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting. We have Drive Cloner, we have all this whatnot on it. I also actually have 10.4 Fox 7450 and the beta. Let's run the beta because this is the most recent version. I believe that the stable release is going to be discontinued at some point in the near future anyway, and replaced with this new stable release because it's new and fancy and haha. Well, if it'll ever open, I guess we can take a look at YouTube performance. Which isn't going to be very good, but... Are you running the latest Firefox beta? Well, this isn't Firefox, this is 10.4 Fox. Apparently I actually have AdBlock on here. Flash player. Because that would be... Excuse me, that would be pretty cool. Actually, this can't run Flash player. I forgot about that. So we're going to have to go into Safari in order to actually view YouTube because, well, the Flash player doesn't really work. Let's pull up a video on display. This is an old one. Open up Safari and work. I guess it's just going to display a spinning beach ball. So as you can see, using one of these would kind of be pretty frustrating. Since it's an ancient PowerPC machine. It's not a G5. G5s are actually usable, but these really aren't as usable as they once were. I doubt I could use this as a backup computer these days, but then again, I don't really plan on it. See, look at that. Even like trying to type into a text box results in slowdown. Please enter the login keychain. Well, I don't care. Shut up. Don't know why I need to enter a login keychain, but I want to highlight all this text. Can I actually do that, or is it just not going to let me do that? I guess it's just not going to let me do that. It's trying to load this page, and this page is a piece of crap. Because it's Apple. In their infinite wisdom, they've decided to make everything all JavaScripty and all this whatnot. And, well, JavaScript is a privilege, not a right, but whatever. Let's try going to YouTube. And how terrible this is going to be. Probably pretty damn terrible. It actually appears as though it might load the page. Oh, would you look at that? It is actually going to load the page. Are you kidding me? What the hell just happened? I guess my battery just died. So it's not the greatest battery in the world, as you can see. Let's go plug it in, shall we? So now we can take a look at what that actually looks like. It's orange. Normally, this power connector is not in the greatest shape either. Wasn't the greatest design when it was new. Let's go ahead and plug it in and so you can see it when it's green or not. The machine could just move all over the place. It turns orange when it's charging. Let's turn it on. It turns green because it's not charging right now. So, obviously, the battery just decided it was going to die outright in the middle of a video to make my life miserable, but whatever. Let's open up a video, shall we? Watch V. Well, not watch E V. I want watch V equals, what is this? B3NO. GW0K. This should be a valid video. Yep, that is exactly what this is. So let's see how badly this plays. I don't know what just happened, but now it's loading something.
I just got back from an estate sale.
Look at that. Look at how choppy that is. Oh my lord. So let's spend some time letting it buffer. Because it is YouTube after all. The UI is kind of crap, but then again, this is Flash Player. What do you expect? It's in 360p mode. Don't even want to try to play 1080p on this.
Computer parts to sort through. I'm not sure how much of this stuff is in here.
Because he doesn't really play the video.
There's some useful parts in here.
Ad.
Also
don't know why ad block doesn't work. I do have ad block on here, so you can see, but it doesn't seem to work very well. Oh, no, it's working a little bit better, as you can see.
See what kind of stuff is in here.
Let's see, 240p might work. See how 240p does. Maybe it just won't work at all. Come on, 240p. Do your thing. Oh, what the hell? Okay, you could just do that too. It's always possible.
I just got back from an estate sale today.
So I guess I can't actually view YouTube videos on this thing because it just doesn't want to work because it's, well, Safari. Work, damn it. I want to view a YouTube video. I want to demonstrate for a viewing audience how YouTube actually works.
I just got back
which isn't very good. Hey, no, don't play. Stop playing. I guess not.
Not sure how much.
Oh dear. So this is not at all what I was expecting. Well, that was just the fan on the computer. I was thinking, what the hell is that? Let's move down to 240p.
I just got back from an estate sale today. Spent about $80.
Oh, so as you can see, it actually plays 240p video.
Not sure how much.
Looks like crap, but it actually does play it. It does chop up a little bit, so it can still play YouTube videos.
I also got a HP.
I don't know why there's this ugly bar on the side of the thing there, but that's kind of irritating.
Let me spread this out.
Let's try 144p, because that's a thing on YouTube now. I don't know why it exists, but it's a thing. That actually looks a little bit better.
I just got back from an estate sale.
Doesn't sound half bad either.
Spent about $80 and came back with some computer parts to sort through. Not sure.
Really doesn't sound half bad, to be perfectly honest with you.
Looked like there's some useful parts in here. And also
so YouTube still plays, as you can very obviously see. So I guess you could use this as an everyday computer still. It is a G4. Trying to play YouTube on a G3 would be impossible. Should try that someday and just see what happens, because I am interested to know. But in any event, let's go ahead and stop this, because I'm pretty much done here. Not a whole lot else that I really need to talk about. Oh yeah, other things that are useful that this thing can do. iMovie, don't really care about that. Eclipse is on here, because I was using it to do C++ coding. In fact, you can actually do that. Let's see if I can find an example. Where would it be? I can't find it. Oh, I guess it wouldn't be in there. It would just be in the documents folder. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can find it. Workspace. Game pack. Oh, look at that. Unix executable. Let's run it. It actually works. We press enter and then enter again. Please pick your game or type 0 to end. I don't know, let's play blackjack. Oh, would you look at that? Look at the cards. Ooh, fancy. This, by the way, is something that I programmed myself. Hitters stay, let's stay. The dealer busted. One of your cards is an ace, king or 11. Let's make it 11, see if we lose. I want to stay. 21 to 19, cool. I want to play again, though. 18, I want to stay. Bleh, stupid dealer, you lose. 20, I'm going to stay. Dealer busted. Oh, let's say no. Press any key to continue. Welcome to Game Pack. Close that. Yeah, close the window, because I don't care. Quit terminal. As you can see, you can actually do programming on this thing if you really want to. And LibreOffice. This is an older version. I know that. At least I think it's an older version. It should be like 3.6 or some crap like that. Yeah, it looks kind of old. Loading times are not great for these things. Oh, would you look at that? Let's start recovery on these files. Oh well. I guess not. Let's hit cancel on those. Recovery failed. Successfully recovered. Finish. Finish. Finish! Untitled 1. What is this crap? History of Liberia. What version of LibreOffice is this? This is a thing for a project. Yeah, it's 3.6, so it's not for 4.0, which is what we're at right now. But let's just go ahead and quit that, since there's not a whole heck of a lot else that really is useful in doing on that. See, I actually have that colored for purple. Which desktop background did I use when I first used this? Let's see if I can still find it. Oh yeah, back when I first got the machine, I was using the clownfish background. In and amongst, I believe those are jellyfish. No, that's an anemone, never mind. You can see those are all the backgrounds that you can choose from. We have Earth, which is pretty cool. Earth Horizon, which is also pretty cool, but I usually use the clownfish one. In fact, I might just leave it like this. As for screensaver, what screensaver do I have here? The Flurry one, which is what most Macintoshes use. macOS doesn't have a lot of screensavers. Anyway, let's go ahead and quit out of that, and we're pretty much done here, so let's shut this down. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then. Takes a while to shut down, too.